opportunity to really get over the screen with you guys.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. You know, really get down in the nitty gritty with you guys. And we also really just wanted to play some music and talk because we really like to hear ourselves talk.
Well, technically, we're just torturing people for an hour and they have to hear us talk.
Yeah.
Well, we want to remind you guys that this is a live radio show. So this is every single week, the only place you can find us right here, live, not edited.
Yeah.
Just us and you.
Raw and unfiltered. It's pretty crazy. Oh, I see someone in the chat says they watched Divinity. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, wait, how'd you get to see it before me? That's not fair.
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck?
Sorry, Danny. So, Danny, what are we going to start with first?
All right. So for this week's episode, we want to talk about some of our dating pet peeves. We're going to break it up into a couple different segments. We're going to start with some of our own. I'll start listing some fun ones off, and then you shall comment on what are yours, your pet peeves. And of course, we want to hear from you in the chat. So if you share the same one as us, or you have an even better one, send it.
Let's see it.
All right. This one's a relatable one. What about talking about their ex on the first date?
Ooh.
Or always referring to them as crazy.
Oh,
look at
no,
me, I got
that
her
one's
there.
definitely a red flag. That is definitely
Major red flag. But what if they were crazy?
Yeah, I think that it depends. Like somebody could be a little crazy, but you
Some
don't.
even could be really crazy.
Yeah, but I think that even if you really love someone and spent a good amount of time in a relationship with them, then you shouldn't just completely write them off as crazy. Because even if somebody's crazy, there's something that made you stay enough to be there for a certain amount of time. And I feel like even if they like, you know, I've had a little bit of crazy, but I don't even refer to them as crazy. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because I feel like when people ask me about past relationships, like I'm definitely not on my first date ever talking about my ex. I like, why are you here? Why are we talking about that? We're trying to get to know each other. But yeah, I definitely, when I think back to some of the times or someone's asking me about a relationship, I'm like, damn, that sounds really bad. What the fuck is wrong with me? So yeah, I don't know if they're crazy or if I'm just crazy for staying.
Yeah, I think crazy for staying for sure.
Okay, what about not paying for the first date?
Oh.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? But we got some hand clapping for that one.
Oh yeah, we do have some hand claps. I don't know. I feel like that's you definitely should be offering.
Yeah.
Like that's at least, I don't know who should be paying, but you should be offering.
Definitely.
For sure.
I feel like I even as a, I don't know, I know that it's like old fashioned or whatever for the guy to always pay for it, but even as a female, I still feel awkward when that bill comes. Like I'm like, all right, let me go for my wallet, and then I'm watching their reaction like, you better be taking out yours too. So at the very least, we're splitting this shit. But.
Yeah, no, we're definitely Dutching it at least.
Yeah.
No, I say, you know what? Fuck that. Old fashioned it up. They've had so long of other things. I want to like take a long time before we start paying for the bill.
Well,
I mean,
also
it's been a
you
long
wanna-
time of them like fucking us over, so at least they can pay the bill for a little longer.
Oh my God. Yeah. I also feel like you wanna see what's underneath this? What? I mean, it's not like just for dinner, but I mean, come on. Like you
for
could
sure.
at least offer to pay for dinner. Jesus, you think I'm gonna sleep with you?
Flowers and bitch, if you don't open my goddamn door.
Oh yeah, that's for her for sure.
I swear to God, I'm gonna be throwing hands, not in an abusive way, maybe in a mentally abusive way.
Oh
Being
no!
Like, what the fuck, you didn't open my
passive-aggressive
door?
way.
I have definitely. There was one time that I physically got out of the car during a light.
Really?
Because
in the middle of the street.
Somebody that picked me up on a first date, and I
No,
go
I'm just
around,
kidding.
and they're in their big fucking truck, and they're sitting in the car.
Big
and
nut
I
truck,
go
okay.
around, and you know, I'm like at my side of the door,
Waiting?
and I'm just looking, and I'm looking, and they're looking at me, and I'm like doing these hands, like what the fuck? And then he reaches through the seat to open it, and I'm like, oh. okay, now you're really being disrespectful. Like, now you're
Wait,
really...
from the inside?
Yes! He is inside the car.
What? I feel like that's more
effort.
effort to have to lean across the whole car and stretch.
No, and it doesn't even look attractive when you do that. You're getting all double chin and you're all like, just not
struggling.
Cute. Get out of the door, get out of the car, fucking get a little suited up, and then walk your fine ass over to my side of the car and open this shit for me. It's not cute. Not cute. Danny, it was really not cute. And so when he opened that door, I got in.
Oh, were you
and
quiet?
I'm just like, I'm trying to decide how I feel in this moment in time, you know, and I feel like we go through that a lot in life as human beings,
sure.
And especially with women and what we will accept in a relationship. And I'm just, you know me, I'm not in for everybody else. I'm never going out on a date if I think that there's not actually something possible with this person. I'll just never go on the date.
Yeah.
Because I don't look for, oh, I just want to like have fun and get fucked. No, not happening. I want to date somebody and then maybe I'll marry them, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't fuck around like that. So, you know, in this moment, I'm trying to decide like how I feel. And he's like, what was that all about? And I'm like, well, you were supposed to open the door. And he's like, okay, but like, I mean, you were standing there, you could have opened it yourself. And I was like,
that's not the point.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, but that's not the point. Like, you should. Like, you're picking me up for a date. You should get out and open my door. And he's like, I mean, really? Like, you want me to put in that much effort?
What?
I was like, you gonna bring up effort. See, now this is when I want to throw hands.
So I want to get
the
abusive.
mental side.
Oh my goodness.
Because in that moment, I was just like, and he's like driving his happy little ass, and we're just like, you know, going towards a light. And I'm like, too much effort to open the door? And he's like, no, I mean, you know what I meant. Like, I was already in the car. Like, why would I? And
you
I'm
should have
like,
gotten in the car.
no. And then I just opened up the car door and I
watch how
proceed
easy
to
it
get
is.
out. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And he like pulls me back in, and then I'm like, no, seriously, like I want to go home. So we were only like a few blocks down from our house.
Oh,
so
thank God. Like it just started.
Yeah, literally,
wow.
that was the pick me up.
That was the
and
quickest
then
ending
only
date
a few,
ever.
Yeah, so then.
Has anyone else got a quick ending date? How long did it last? Because I think that might be the winner.
Yeah, because that was a solid 5-ish minutes, maybe 8.
Okay,
max.
guys, you want a pro tip on dating? You want to know how easy it is to make her fall in love with you? Open her fucking door.
I know, be nice.
Just randomly send her flowers, not because it's Valentine's Day, just
or
because.
not because you cheated.
Oh yeah, don't send cheating
Just
flowers.
learned that
That's
recently.
fucked up, y'all.
That's fucked up. Don't know if anybody knew this, but this is some
something called
shit
cheating
that
flowers.
men be knowing.
And a lot of men be knowing.
Yes, and that's even more fucked up. And all the bros, when they're like high-fiving the other bros, and yeah, you got her flowers, they're all like, yeah, you got that ass last night.
No!
Yes! It's fucked up.
Oh, that's just awful.
No, it's so
fuck.
bad. I used to have an ex that would like send me flowers. At the time, they were my current thing. And they would always be sending me flowers. And I would always be
Wow,
like a
this is
cute
so
little
romantic.
dumbass posting them like, oh my God, sent me another flowers. Like, wow, love you, babe. Yeah. And then to have a little conversation with someone and someone else, and they were like, oh yeah, no, those are cheating roses. And that's just like, that's what men do. And they send you flowers as well. Like, cause I would always be wondering, like, that's so random and sweet that he'd always be like, just sending me flowers. No, it wasn't. It was like, I feel bad, so I'm going to send you these flowers.
That's so much more effed up than just cheating. Like, cheating's already fucked up, man.
Now you'd be making me think you're extra
love
in love
me?
with me.
Wow.
Because you'd be doing this all the time, but then no, you really just be fucking around.
Yeah, I'll second. He a goofy.